Hi, I am the founder of the Classical Education Podcast, and I've been teaching teachers and parents on how to teach classically for 7 or 8 years now. And I wanted to ask you a few questions to challenge you to think about taking a course that I'm offering. And the registration deadline is February 3rd, so it's coming up around the corner. So have you ever wondered how to implement the trivium arts into your classroom or your school? Or did you ever realize that the trivium is the bedrock of all learning? Did you know that the trivium can and should weave through almost all of your lessons? What I'm inviting you to do is come and learn how to weave the trivium, grammar, rhetoric, and the dialectical arts, and how it can transform your lessons through one very profound and important classical method of teaching. If you have not experienced narration as the most important and powerful way of engaging students in the love of learning, and if you have not experienced the power and the beauty of how narration can awaken wonder in your students, if you have not experienced the life-giving art of narration in the classroom or with your students, then this workshop is for you. The Society for Classical Learning had great feedback from my 1-hour workshop last summer on narration, and then they invited me to come this winter to offer a 4-week narration intensive. So this workshop is really for anyone who wants to practice the 3 stages of narration and who wants to dive into the deep roots of the tradition of memory and of the trivium as they function within the art of narration. This is a great course for anyone who really wants to understand the primacy of narration as the bedrock to the trivium arts. I know that's a very bold statement, but I've been studying the trivium and narration for a long time, for years, in fact. And I worked with a team at the University of Dallas, and we studied and we did a lot of teacher training in this, and it really does work and it really does matter. So participants are going to experience how narration is the grammatical, dialectical, and rhetorical foundation of the arts that lay the foundation for acquiring moral and intellectual habits and creating an atmosphere where students actually are engaged, love to learn, and really do build and establish a strong memory. So check out the Society for Classical Learning's winter workshops. Remember, the last day to register is February 3rd, and that's just a few days away. So you can scroll through their winter workshops and find the one that I'm teaching on narration. And the link to that exact site to find my narration class is actually right here on this YouTube channel in the description notes. So don't forget to go register on by the 3rd of February. And I'm really excited about it. I look forward to you being in my class. It's only 4 weeks. It's once a week for an hour and a half on Tuesday evenings. And it also will be recorded. So it is interactive, and there is some homework with some amazing scholarly articles and texts that we are going to be reading together, discussing, and we're going to be walking through beginner, intermediate, advanced stages of narration, troubleshoot, how to grade, how to assess, how to create rubrics if you need them for your classroom, why and how not to grade narrations if you don't have to take a grade, how to take a grade if you need a grade. So it's just going to be a really wonderful class. And anybody who has a student, whether you have one student and you homeschool, or if whether you're in a classroom, I don't care if you're teaching 12th grade science or first grade, it is a class for everyone. And we will be using texts and examples from multiple subjects for narration. We're going to do all kinds of ways of narrating because it's an art, and it's going to excite you for what you can give your students. So I look forward to meeting all of you. This is going to be a very fun, interactive, and interesting class, and I hope that you'll register. Thanks. See you later.